we'll just follow along for our warm-up. So we'll start with your, you're going to have your feet flat on the ground, and you'll be laying on the ground like you're going to do a crunch. And you're going to have your hands are going to be behind your head, but make sure you're not yanking on your head. And your elbows are going to be back and flat. And you're just going to crunch up, and then you're going to squeeze your elbows in to touch. And then elbows go back flat, and then crunch back again. So it's like a crunch, elbow, touch. And go ahead and do that 10 times. Ready, go. And really try to exaggerate. It's like 2 separate moves. Crunch up, then elbows come together, separate, crunch back. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to do, same idea. Feet start on the ground, elbows start behind your head. You're going to crunch up in the same way. And then as you pull your elbows up, you're going to pull your knees to your elbows. And then all the way back down. So crunch, knees to elbows, back down. Your back down can kind of be all one move, but crunch, knees to elbows, and then back down. We'll do that 10 times. And if your elbows and your knees aren't quite touching, that's totally fine. You're just trying to squeeze your elbows up towards your knees up towards your elbows. And then after you've got your 10 of those, you'll rest a second. And the next one we'll do the same concept, that starting with that crunch, and then right elbow, left knee. And then back down. Crunch, left elbow, right knee. Back down. We're going to do 20, so 10 per side. After you get to 20, quick break. Stay where you're at, though. I'm just grabbing my... Oh, maybe I'm not just grabbing my timer. Right? Oh. All right. Okay, and then the next progression, this time, you're going to crunch up, and then you're going to alternate right to left to right, bicycle crunch. And you're going to do as many as you can for 1 minute. And as soon as I get my timer set, so you can keep resting. The heck is going on here? Arg! Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. So up and then left. And if you need to take breaks before the minute's up, that's totally fine. Just try to get as many as you can. Halfway. Arg. Ten more seconds. Two, one, rest. So now you're gonna rest just a second, and we're actually gonna do that all one more time, starting at the beginning. Grab a sip of your water, and then we're gonna go back to the first crunch with the elbow curl. So feet stay flat on the ground, crunching up, elbow curl 10 times. And the next one is that crunch plus knee to elbow 10 times. All right, and then this time around, we're gonna do our alternating. So you'll crunch up, right elbow to left knee. We'll just do 10 of these this time, so 5 per side. Last time we did 20. So again, crunching up, right to left, and then back down. Crunching up, left to right, and then back down. 8 more times. All right, and then we're gonna do our minute of bicycle crunches again, but we'll take a little rest from after that part. I'm feeling it in my tum. All right, so 1 minute we'll be holding this up position and then just alternating right to left, opposite knee to elbow. As many as you can for 1 minute. I'm trying to figure out how I want to hold this. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Arg. Ten more seconds. Arg. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is stand up. So make sure you take your time standing up. Don't get a head rush standing up too fast. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is just some more following along. So you're going to be taking your split squat stance. So just like when we do lunges, you'll have that staggered stance, 1 foot in front of the other. And we're just going to drop down so like you're in the bottom of your lunge. And then we'll come back up. And so we're just going to do 5 split squats. And so you're not alternating legs, just 5 on this leg. And then after you've done 5, You're not going to worry about how low you get, but you're going to try to do 5 little hops, staying in the split squat stance. And again, you don't have to squat all the way down. Yeah, just some nice little hops. And then we'll switch to the other side. And so your knee doesn't have to get all the way to the ground on the split squats or in the hops. But you're just going to try taking that staggered stance, keeping your chest straight up and down and sitting straight down, tapping as low as you want to go, and then coming back up again. Staying in control. And yeah, do 5 and then 5 little hops. Nice, Gina. And then we'll just switch back and do that one more time on the other side. So 2 times through on each side. A couple split squats and a couple little hops. So today we're going to do some more work with one leg, kind of doing some balance and stability on one leg. And you can also work in like a strength component by adding your items as you want to. But so for the first round through, we'll just do together, no weight. And so you're going to try to we'll start with just your left foot on the ground. And you're going to pull your right knee up as high as you can. Toe up, knee up. And then from there, we're going to just swing your leg back and go into that kind of like split squat or reverse lunge step. And then come back, knee up. And we'll just do this 5 times. So knee up, stepping it back, reverse lunge. And so the idea here is keeping your weight in that left leg. And again, it doesn't matter how low you're getting in your lunge. It doesn't matter how high your knee is getting. Just really trying to stay loaded on this left leg. And if you lose that balance, just get it back, recenter. And so then once you've done 5, we'll go ahead and do it on the other side. So knee up, swinging it back, reverse lunge. High knee, swinging it through, reverse lunge. Sometimes people ask me, like, what do I do with my arms? I think whatever makes you feel the most balance and control. So if you still need to kind of counterbalance that way, that's fine. If you can hold your hands in close, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Sometimes I like to hold my chest to remind myself not to lean forward. And then once we've done 5 per side, we're going to move on to the next one, which also starts with a high knee. And then you're going to just send your leg. So starting with this high knee, you're just going to send your leg up and back into space as your chest comes forward. Again, back stays flat. One leg RDL. And so then high knee, swinging it back, chest forward. And trying to kick back as you go. So like high knee, knee up, toe up, and then heel back, heel out, chest forward, heel step. Same thing, 5 per side. Always trying to get high knee to start and finish and trim. Yeah, nice job. And so the last iteration of this one, we're going to go high knee, and then this leg, really trying to make sure you can see me, but this leg is going to go behind your other leg and across, and then you're going to kind of drop, so it's a curtsy, and then kind of twisting it around and back, high knee. So this is kind of like making it a little bit tricky as your weight changes as you cross your center. Yeah. And make sure you're stepping back as you step across so you have room for your knees and your legs. And again, it doesn't matter how deep you're going. It doesn't matter how high your knee's getting. Just high knee and then across into a curtsy. And for this one, your chest stays up. And then once you've done 3, same thing, switch to the other side. High knee. Curtsy. Make sure you don't have a bunch of stuff behind you. So we'll go around again, starting with the high knee to reverse lunge. And so if you want to increase the intensity, you could try doing these with your hands on your head. And so leave both hands on your head the whole time as you come high knee, reverse lunge. And you can also speed up the reps if you're ready for that. But just making sure you're not losing control. Sometimes by going faster, you can get away with not being in control because you kind of shoot your foot back there and use the balance of having 2 feet down right away. So don't let speed be a crutch for control. 5 per side. All right, and then after you've done 5 per side, you can still try keeping your hands on your head for the RDL. So this may be really tough, keeping your hands on your head. And then the curtsy is the last part. So for the next, first of all, we're gonna just kind of keep going through this type of stuff for the next like 8-ish minutes. So if you feel like you're in a groove and you can just kind of keep working on that stuff, great. And if you're ready to kind of continue leveling layers onto this, then you can do that too. And so the next layer we're gonna try is to go straight from our reverse lunge into the RDL, into the curtsy. And so if you wanna try that with me, we'll go ahead and start. I'll have my left leg down to start. And so we'll go high knee, high toe, and then with the right leg, and then you'll send it back into the reverse lunge. High knee again, into the RDL, so your leg stays up in the air as your chest comes forward. And then high knee again. Chest stays up, sitting down, crossing back into the curtsy. And then you could try it on the other side. So high knee, high toe with the left leg this time. Swinging it back into that reverse lunge. High knee, kicking back, chest comes forward, RDL. High knee again, really working to stay balanced as you reach back, sitting down into the curtsy. And so then you could try that with your hands on your head, or if you're ready for it, you could try holding an item. You could hold items at your side. You could hold them in the goblet by just hugging it to your chest here. You could hold it in the front rack. You could even hold them overhead, get a little bit fishy with the RDL, but you could try that, whatever you want. But this time I encourage you, if you're going lunge, RDL, curtsy, maybe this time, I'm going to do this with my hands on my head, and I'm going to do like 2 of each this time. So I'm going to go high knee, reverse lunge 2 times, high knee, reverse lunge again, and then high knee, RDL 2 times, and then into that curtsy 2 times. Again, trying to keep that one leg planted, keeping my balance the whole time, if possible. And then switching legs. So 2 of each again. And again, if you want to add your item, that's great. Oopsie, what am I doing? High knee, reverse lunge. High knee, reverse lunge for 2 times, and then now RDL 2 times. And then the curtsy 2 times. And so then you could move up to 3 times for each one. Or again, maybe if you want to add an item, you could try that. Maybe I'll do this time 3 times with the item in the goblet so you can see what that looks like. So start high knee, reverse lunge, 3 times. RDL, hugging that item to your chest. Curtsy. Switch to the other side. Make sure you're taking some breaks as you need them, and you have 2 more minutes to play around with this stuff. So if you want to try another time through with like a heavier item, you can. Or if you want to try to do 5 in a row of each thing, that's fine too. Whatever you want. Nice job. Okay, and then when you're done with working on what you're working on, that'll be the end of this part, and you can rest a little bit. And while you're resting, I'll explain what we're going to do next, so you can enjoy your rest a little bit while I talk. Curious about what Future's item is. Towel's also nice so you can wipe your sweat. So first, the thing that we're going to do next is every 3 minutes, we're going to move into, we're going to do each set again every 3 minutes. So make sure that you modify in ways that you can finish all of the work in less than 3 minutes. And so you can choose the amount of reps that make sense for you to do so that you can finish in less than 3 minutes. And so the first thing is going to be Cossack squats. And so you'll have your item hugged to your chest or no item. Either way is fine. You're going to take a nice wide stance, wider than your shoulders, and you're going to squat down towards one side and then the other side. And again, your depth doesn't really matter. Whether or not you have an item doesn't really matter. But you're going to do 5 on your right, 5 on your left. Or again, if you need to do more or less so that it makes sense for 3 minutes, you can fiddle with that. Then you're going to do your towel slams. And so again, so for the towel slams, you're going to take a grip on your towel. So you're holding it tight, kind of pulling it apart, and then you're going to reach up high and then sit your butt down low and get the biggest wave out of your towel as you can. Like you burned popcorn and you want the fire alarm to go off. You don't want to wake up the neighbors in the Airbnb. There's too many people in here. We got to get this thing fanned. Okay, so those are the towel slams. And then you're going to do step ups. And if you're feeling it, put your hands on your head for your step ups today. So every step up, do with your hands on your head. And remember, each step counts, not just like right, left. So I've done like 3. This is 4, 5. And try to not always step up with the same foot. I've gotten in the habit of alternating each time. If you're not in the habit of doing that, just mix up which foot you're leading with every once in a while so that you're not always leading with the same foot. It's okay if it's not completely perfect. So again, so far we're going to do 5 right, 5 left Cossack squats, 10 towel slams, 20 step ups. And then again, hopefully you'll have finished all of that in under 3 minutes. And with any time remaining, your bonus points for today are going to be Russian twists. So with your item, your butt's on the ground, and you're just going to tap the item to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And if you want to add a fire units to your Russian twist, you can pick your feet up. But either way is fine. And again, the Russian twists are like your bonus reps. So if you don't get any, that's fine, and you can just rest the entire time. But if you want some bonus reps, there's your Russian twist in there. And so again, if it's taking you longer than 3 minutes to finish, you can modify to like 3 right, 3 left on the Cossack squats, 6 towel slams, 12 step ups, and make sure you're getting a little bit of rest every set. We're going to do 6 sets. So some kind of math is how long we're going to be going. Any questions? Yes. No questions. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, great. Cool. So again, it starts with the Cossack squats, which you can have an item for that or not. Okay. We'll get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Towel. 10 seconds. And then we're going back to the Cossack squats. So, side squats. In 3, 2, 1, go. More seconds. One more minute. More seconds. Seconds, and we'll do our next set, starting with the Cossacks in 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. 1 minute. More seconds. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Cossack squats. Why did I put these in here? One more minute. More seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute. Seconds. Ten seconds. This will be our last round. Going into our last round. In 3, 2, 1. Go! More seconds. One minute. Seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time! Rest! Little figure 4 stretch might feel good, just one leg crossed over the other. You can let that knee fall down to the ground. Open up your hips a little bit. Or just die and rest. That's fine too. Pulling this knee up can increase the stretch if you want. Catching your breath, getting a sip of water also totally good. And you can switch legs if you want.